Plug Talk is the best. Only podcast where the host smash the guest. Yeah. Plug Talk is the best. Only podcast where the host smash the guest. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Plug Talk. I'm Adam22, here joined by the lovely Lena the Plug. And today we have an excellent interview going down with a young lady by the name of
Zoey Sinn.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Very, very nice to have you in here. You a little nervous?
Not at all, actually.
Really? Have you ever done an interview before?
Yes, I have.
Like what kind of interview?
It was like one of those, like in a studio type of like video interviews.
Oh, okay.
Just like face to face.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of weird though.
You live out in LA now?
Yes, officially.
How long?
I moved here 6 weeks ago.
6
Oh, wow.
weeks?
Yeah.
Welcome.
I drove here from Tampa and it kicked my ass.
The drive. Wow.
The drive and finding a place to live. Oh
Really?
my God, LA will eat you up and spit you out.
Wow, this
Why
is
would
exciting.
why'd you have trouble? Like, was it like the thing or?
No, just like the income was there, like the verification was there, but like the down payment they wanted.
Oh yeah, they want like first, last,
Yeah,
extra.
yeah.
That's true.
Really?
I had a
Yeah.
place that wanted like 20 grand, and I was like, I
Just
could
to move in?
get, yeah,
Jeez.
That is a lot.
yeah. I'm bougie, so like I like the high rises and stuff like that. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay, I like it.
Get that good lighting.
yeah.
So you're from Florida?
I was born in Georgia, raised in Alabama,
Okay.
and then I moved to Florida June last year.
Just an overall country girl?
No, I don't like the country. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
A down south girl.
Yeah, I moved to Tampa to get away from the country, just realizing that Tampa is just Alabama with palm trees.
Right.
So
Wow.
It's all
yeah.
down south.
Yeah, exactly.
it's all-
It's,
it's all-
the same kind of people.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of chick were you as a younger lady?
How young?
You know, let's
Like
say high
8
school.
High school? I was a punk kid.
A punk kid.
Emo punk.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of bands?
Ooh, Paramore, Sleeping with Sirens, ADTR, I did remember. Pierce the Veil. That was pretty much it for like my younger years.
And you were going to a
like,
lot of shows in Tampa and stuff, or just wherever you were at?
I went to shows more in Alabama. They had a lot of like heavy metal shows and stuff like that
Oh,
Wow.
in Alabama. Yeah,
Okay. What do you think drew you to that scene?
I was always like the black sheep in high school
Really?
because I was like the mixed kid and like no one really wanted to. I didn't fit in with like the black kids or the white kids, and I had like 3 friends
Really?
throughout high school, and then I dropped out and then got my GED because I hated high school.
So you were one of these kids that didn't really fit in
Mhm.
high school, but you kind of found your social circle through the music community?
No, it was more so through college because I went to college when I was 17.
Oh, okay.
And then I met all my friends through there. So like music wasn't what like helped me build friends. It was just like the weird kids,
Oh,
the
okay.
weird kids, the gay kids, all that kind of stuff. The punk rock kids who had like tattoos and stuff like that. That was my crowd.
That just resonated with you.
Yeah,
You had like an
Interesting.
easier time making friends in college than high school.
yeah. I didn't even go to. No one even asked me to prom.
Really?
I asked someone to prom. Yeah, no one asked me to prom either. So
Yeah,
I feel
I
that.
was. I didn't think I was ugly, but I was a little quirky and weird and corny. So
Really?
Yeah.
Were you not getting a lot of attention from guys at this point?
no, guys didn't like me at all.
Really at all?
Yeah, I mean it's Alabama.
Oh.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I had like big curly hair.
Were you
Really?
this tall?
Yes, I've been
She's
this.
5'9". She's gigantic.
What was the racial breakdown of your high school?
Like 90%. No, 95% white.
Really?
Yeah. So they literally. Okay. The weirdest thing. They literally had a. So there was like lockers and stuff, and then there was a place. It was called like the G lockers, and they called it Africa.
What, they put all the black
Because
kids in one section?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's got to be illegal, right?
I mean, it was 2010, 11, and 2012. So, I mean, it wasn't like illegal.
Right.
But,
But
like-
like my high school was super segregated, and we had like
Yeah.
little Armenia, like we had all these nicknames and stuff. And so
Yeah.
like now that she's saying that, I'm like, God, that was so normal.
Well,
I wonder how it is
yeah.
now.
If you get to choose where your locker goes and all the black kids are like, fuck it, we're going to put our lockers over here, then that's cool, right? But
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure that's just segregation.
But I
If
was
you're
like
no,
last minute, and they
we're
put
gonna-
me in the G section, and I was like,
Oh.
I wonder why.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So were you hoeing it up while you were going to all these shows and stuff?
No, not really. Honestly, like I had like my first boyfriend at like 15, but he was in college.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
which I don't know if I guess it was legal.
In Alabama, that was just normal, I assume.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had like no high school boyfriends or anything like that. So
Really.
yeah.
Apologies for assuming.
Yeah.
I just
Stereotyping.
Through my time
When I-
going to hardcore shows, I really felt like a lot of the girls who ended up going to these were just like really kind of using it as like a place to sort of express themselves sexually for a few years.
So were
like,
you hooking up a lot of hardcore shows, Adam?
absolutely.
I'm gonna turn this on you.
Not dudes. I was trying to get whatever kind of runoff I could handle.
No, I was like the awkward girl. I had like social anxiety till I was like 21. And
Really?
when I hit 18 though, like that's when I did like my hoe phase. Was when I turned 18. I
That's
was
when you
like,
started going for
that's
it.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
You don't strike me as someone who has social anxiety right now at all. So
Not right now. No,
so
I'm
surprised
20.
it took you that long to get out of your shell because you just seem so, like
Yeah.
we've been together for like an hour and she's just been talking to me and I love it because I feel like so really comfortable with you already.
Yeah.
Because we just met today,
Yeah, of
which
course.
I feel like normally doesn't happen, but I feel like
Yeah.
we're vibing really good.
Yeah, she was a last minute substitute
Yeah.
too because another girl called out on us. So like we really did walk in here not really knowing.
Yeah, I'm like
who
I don't
is
know who I'm gonna meet
this?
today, but I feel like I saw you at a party, but I don't think we met.
What party?
The Motley Models party. I think you were there.
You were
right?
there
The,
with the,
the
Christmas
Halloween
one?
one.
Oh no, I wasn't there.
You weren't there,
I wasn't
okay.
even signed to them yet.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, never
okay.
mind.
Yeah.
I'm making it up in my head.
Yeah, a lot of times with Plug Talk, like we're backed up enough that by the time we shoot with a girl, we've been like flirting with her or like messaging her a little bit here and there for a period of time.
Yeah.
You gotta love a blind date.
Yeah.
Not fully blind, but you know. Okay, so your hoe phase starts at 18. What's that look like?
12 guys in 2 months.
Really? You're
Yeah.
holding that stat close to your heart.
Oh,
You had
I
that ready to go.
remember it. I remember it though. And I used my very first car was a Volkswagen Beetle. It was
You
2012.
were the Beetle.
Yeah.
That's a very small car to be having sex with.
No, but that's not the thing. I used to write like you know how like during like senior year whatever they would write like senior of like 20, 21 or whatever. I would put my number of
Oh,
bodies
Lord.
on the back of my car.
Oh no! What did it say exactly?
It said I
It was
20
number
dudes
11
this
or
month.
number 12 or number 9
but
or
it didn't say what it signified.
no,
like-
but all my friends knew.
Oh my god!
All my friends knew.
And were you like worried about the other dudes in town figuring this out because
No.
you were owning the whole thing?
Because this is Huntsville, Alabama. I mean, like everyone knows each other. So when I told one person, everybody knew.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but I wasn't ashamed of it back then.
That's dope.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
I wanted my body count to be up. I was like, I want to like experience and had a lot of like shitty experiences. At 18, guys don't know how to.
Yeah, I'm
So
picturing all these rednecks getting up in those guts for like 2.5 minutes. Is that accurate?
not 2.5 minutes. I had about 3 good buddies.
Really?
Yeah, but they were all older than me.
Mhm.
So I was like 18 and they were like 24.
Okay.
So
Where were you meeting these guys? I don't feel like I
Parties.
met anyone older than me when I was in high school.
So like in Huntsville, like we would do a lot of house parties and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
So the house parties is where you would find your random hookups, and like I think still in Huntsville, there's like 4 or 5 major clubs. That's it.
Right.
Everyone knows each other. Everyone knows each other's business. Like, it's small town. I
So
had to leave.
At what age did you decide to get out of there?
I moved to Birmingham, Alabama at
Home of Gucci Man.
22. Yeah,
Original
I think
home.
at 20. Yeah, 22. And then I was dancing in Huntsville, like stripping in Huntsville.
What was that
At
transition
20.
like getting into that?
Nerve-wracking. Oh my god, my first day, I killed it though.
Mm.
But like I remember I was like I didn't know like the rules of I didn't have like a mom stripper, like I didn't have like someone to like
Coach
know,
you,
yeah.
guide you, yeah.
So I just had to like do what I had to do, but I had a boyfriend at the time. And so I was like, I can't give lap dances, I can't touch your I
And
can't
they
do
hired you?
da-da-da-da-da. Well, I didn't
You lied.
know until after
Oh.
like what I had to do. And the girls were like,
What did
you
you
have
think you
to
were gonna have to do?
I had no idea.
But you thought like I'm gonna
I
be
had-
the most prude stripper in
Yeah,
this place.
I'm not gonna
I
get
was.
any tips. Like,
Yeah, and then I broke up with them and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a badass stripper. And then in Birmingham there was a bigger strip club, and so me and my next boyfriend moved to Birmingham for that job, and then he had a job, and then we were doing really well, and then he broke up with me and left me and moved to California and failed.
Why did he do such a thing?
What?
Why did he break up with you and leave you while you were being this rich stripper?
I was a little toxic.
How so?
Just a little
we
bit.
love a girl who can admit her
I
faults.
was really toxic. So like I don't blame him for leaving me. But he moved to LA and failed and moved back to Birmingham.
Failed at what?
He was trying to be an actor and one of those like Fortune 500 You know what I mean? Like you go to those networking parties and they're like, we can give you this pyramid scheme.
He was into
Wow.
one
yeah,
of those.
he
Oh my god.
was.
He
Yeah.
should fail.
That's
them.
amazing because we had another girl on here that was telling me how she lost like 30 grand in a pyramid scheme as well. It happens to a lot of people.
Yeah,
God,
that's.
I'm so glad I was never a victim of a pyramid scheme. That sucks.
But I thought it was funny because he moved out here, left me, and then failed, and I was like, here I am now, succeeding. So
I like that that clearly meant something to you. Because
Yeah.
I got all those people in my life that I'm rooting for them to fail too, for sure.
I am not keeping track of anyone from my past to make sure that they're failing, guys. I'm the good one here.
You're a nicer person than me. Okay, so now you're out there stripping and you're just loving life, or what was your life like at that time?
party, 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 drinking every night. We're talking about going into work at like 6 p.m., leaving at 5 a.m. And then there was a bar that was open till like 6 a.m. We would go there. And then there was a bar that was open 24/7. And then we would go there. It was called The Quest. And that was, it was a gay bar, but like all the strippers and everyone went. So we were up to like 11, 12, 1 p.m. Like
Doing
it
hella
was.
coke?
There's
I
no other way to
assume.
stay up that
Yeah.
long. I mean,
Honestly, yeah, it was.
and then
it's
what? You
huge
go to
there.
bed at 2, and then you wake up at 6 and do it all over
Yep.
again.
It
That
was
sounds sustainable.
super unhealthy. Super unhealthy.
Wow. So were you making a lot of money dancing that much?
I was, but then I got fired.
What for?
So apparently, we had this one guy, and he was, I want to say from Spain. To this day, I don't know. He was a silver fox. He was like 55 or 60. He was hot as shit. Like I was like, "You're mine." And then there was like 6 girls around him, and I was being aggressive because I had just gone through the breakup. So I was being very aggressive, and I was like, "Let it just be you, me, and Chanel, and then leave the other girls behind." They saw that as like stepping on toes, but I'm like, "No, I don't want to split this 10 grand with you."
Oh.
And so I don't know. It would just. I guess I did them dirty. I don't think.
So
I
the
did.
girls complained about you and got you fired, basically.
In the stripper world, you can't just be like, "This is my mark," and nobody else is allowed to go near him.
Yeah, it's just frowned upon, which is
Yeah,
why,
because everyone's like looking for their whale, but then you got to share the love. Because then if another guy comes in and he wants one girl,
Yeah, but
then
it was
you gotta-
literally like only him,
Uh-huh.
and he only wanted me and Chanel.
Oh,
But the
so
other
you're
girls
fighting
didn't
for
like
it.
that. Yeah, so I was like, but he barely spoke a lick of English, so no one knew what he wanted.
Wow.
But he bought bottles of Dom Perignon, and then he bought the 3-foot tall bottle of Moet,
Right.
which was like $3,000 to $5,000, and we get to keep like part of the revenue. So it was a good night. It was
Do you
a
ever
good
have with any of these guys in the club?
That was the only one.
You did
Oh,
have
him.
that
Yeah.
night.
And you got fired.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
got
part of
fired,
why
like,
you got
2 weeks
fired?
2 weeks later, I think I got fired.
But that's part of why you got fired is because they knew you them?
No, because I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Because he paid the turn like the cameras off.
You could do that? But is it on
Yeah.
the menu? Like $2 grand, turn the
And no,
cameras
you
off.
you just talk to the manager or the
You
bottle
flash the
girl, and you're
cash.
like, hey, like, can we turn this, camera off? And
Right.
Wow.
I don't know what he did, where he was from, his name.
You're like, I'm trying to track him down again. I don't know anything about him.
Silver Fox.
Yeah.
He's watching this at home, pounding out right now.
Maybe.
How was the
It got soft really quick. I think he was really drunk. We had a lot of bottles of Dom Perignon.
Damn.
So, yeah.
But he was hot, so it was
He
okay.
was so hot. He
He
was
was
like
hot
the
enough that
hottest.
he could have a soft.
It was hard at one point, and then it got
I
it
don't
got
think-
softer because
Hot
he got
and
whiskey.
Girls
equals
aren't giving me
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot and soft is not hot.
But I
right?
will say the best experience besides that one was a 32-year-old what do you call it? Commercial real estate. And I was on stage, and he sees me down there, and I have security, and they're like, we have a guy for you upstairs. And I'm like, I'm on stage, like making like hella money, like I'm not gonna leave. He's like, no, you need to come with me. And so I get up there, and I see like like the young guys, older guys, and then I see the older guy, and I'm like, oh, really, this is him? He was like, no,
32's old
this
to
is
you?
him. No, I saw
Oh.
like older, bigger guys, like
Oh,
just
okay.
like the like gross ones, and I was like, oh, I came up here for this. And then he was like, no, and he pointed to him, and he was like Iranian, and he was 32. He was so hot. He would just give us $500 every hour. He would just hand it to
Wow.
us.
Just to hang out with him?
Yep.
That's all you just
And then we went into the back room. We got like naked or whatever, and then bought bottles of Dom Perignon and Ace of Spades and all that kind of stuff, and that was fun. Like for a 32-year-old man to just go into a strip club and blow almost 10 grand was
Right.
amazing.
Wow.
Do you think that you're going to get into stripping out here? Or do you
No, God, I hate stripping.
Now you hate it.
Yeah, because when I moved to Tampa, I started dancing at the Penthouse, and I just didn't like it anymore. I don't know. wasn't for me.
What? Just having to be nice to all these guys, or what?
No, the amount of money that you could make versus stripping versus.
Oh, really?
So you think about it, like 3 minutes, a $30 lap dance
Right.
versus our rate for 4 hours. Much better.
It's more like predictable too, right? Because like you might have a guy come in and spend a lot on you, and
Yeah.
then you don't know if a guy is going to come in the next night and do
Exactly.
the same thing. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like you know what to expect.
Well, and people might not believe this, but it also seems kind of like healthier lifestyle wise, because like every girl I've ever known who stripped was pretty much getting fucked up and
Yeah,
drinking, doing
we
drugs.
always had to drink.
Whereas when you do, I'm sure there are people who get fucked up to do, but like almost every girl we've ever
Sober,
shot with
yeah.
has been totally sober, maybe had like
Yeah.
a drink,
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, honestly, made me healthier.
Right.
Because
That is
like
weird.
because
People
they're
wouldn't
like,
expect
get your
that.
image together, like, stop going out and partying,
You got
you
early
have to be
call time
together
sometimes.
Of
so
course.
it's like
You don't want to miss it.
So
I
when-
could never do that stripper lifestyle. It's like you don't wake up hungover and then you have to go back to work and do it
Yeah,
all over again.
exactly.
Ugh,
But
not for
also
me.
thinking about it from your perspective, you're used to like shooting a video from and then DMing it out, and all of a sudden 5,000 people bought it. And, like in comparison, stripping where it's all one-on-one, like human communication, it's like even if the money matches up, it just doesn't like feel the same. It's like you
It's
have
more of a like
audience, you know?
personal energy suck too, because you have to
Yeah.
be like
Yes.
on for a lot longer, and you're performing and you're engaged with this other person, and it's like so much more of your emotional real estate is being taken up versus
Exactly.
when you film.
It's
a
emotional
scene,
draining.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's in and out business. There's no, I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. We're just going to here to get the scene done, and then boom, we're out.
Well, I hope we like each other. It'll be a lot more fun.
I think I like
Yeah.
you.
The other side of it, though, to defend the strippers, the other side of it is that most of the time when you're a stripper, you don't have to slobber on any dude's asses, whereas when you do,
True.
yeah, you might have to slobber on some.
Yeah, and you get to have like a mostly anonymous image. I think that's why
That's true.
some people, because otherwise, why wouldn't every stripper just do?
If you
know?
left LA and went
Yeah.
stripped in Alabama, there's a pretty good chance that you could just coast. If you're a regular girl, like nobody's gonna
You
find
make
out
up a
back
name.
home, right?
No one
Yeah.
really has to know like who you actually are.
Yeah.
So I feel like, because I followed a stripper that we met on Instagram, and when I followed her, I noticed like her name wasn't on there. She didn't have any like pictures of her that were recent.
You're
I was
obsessed
like,
with her.
I'm not obsessed
You
with her.
gotta
It's
get
just
her.
like
You
that
gotta
night.
her.
That night, I'm like, I wish I knew about turning off the cameras. I didn't think about that. We got in trouble because she took my top off, and I got in trouble. I'm like, she took my top off.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was fun.
Cool. You're obsessed with her, though. We got to diagnose that. We got to do therapy
Shut
on that. When did you start doing though?
November 2nd.
This last November.
Mhm.
So we're in March, so like 5 months ago. She's brand new.
Oh, brand.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to dip your toe in? Did you already have? Or is that when you made?
Now I had my child's father in August of 2020. I didn't know how to like market and all that kind of stuff. I was like new to the industry in that part, like online,
Mhm.
because 2020 was when COVID hit and like everyone was making. It's like
Yeah.
anyone they were doing like Snapchat photos and stuff, and I'm like, no, my shit needs to be professional. So like I made my rent, which in Alabama wasn't shit. So I wasn't making great money. And then I stopped, and then I got like a regular job, had a baby, did all this stuff. And then I came back and started doing my again in December. But you asked me what got me into
Yeah, like what made you?
I went
decide-
through a bad breakup, and I said I've always wanted to do this. And so I did it, and I started in Miami, and here I am now.
So the baby daddy was cool with stripping, but the thing was, or the thing was a little too much for him.
Oh, that's not me and my child's father, like we're like best friends.
Oh, you're still tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the ex after him, I got with him like 2 months after we broke up. Like it
Oh.
was toxic.
Really?
And he's the one who I moved to Tampa with for 6 months.
Okay.
And then it ended badly, and I was like, you know what? In spite of you being a dick, I'm gonna do.
Right.
I want you to see me everywhere. When you try to it, I want you to see my
I want to
face.
see. I want you to see me on Plug Talk.
Yeah, like I want you to
Sucking
see
Adam's.
me. Yeah.
This is Adam's dream. Every boyfriend or ex-boyfriend saying that.
I'm gonna be thinking about him in the latter half of this podcast,
God.
perhaps.
Yeah.
His ears are burning right
I
now.
don't know. This, but okay. So how'd you go about getting into the world, though?
I literally looked online and I said, how to become a
Googled it.
I swear to God, the most basic thing you could do.
That's
And
right.
there was like this first website. I don't know if I could like name it. It's
Longer.
sexyjobs.com.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
It's a really, it's like, I wouldn't say it's small, but it's like not like the most professional thing to do.
They sound like they would buy Google ads for how to become a or search results.
Yeah, they were They were
Okay.
ads. So I went up there and I had professional pictures and I was like, okay, why not? Did it. And then I got hit up by my first agency in Miami, and then they had me 3 days later doing my first scene was for Hot Milf in
You got the MILF category already?
I'm 26.
Jesus Christ.
You don't like look like a MILF.
After
but-
25, you're considered a MILF. It sucks. Kid
Wow.
or not. They don't even care.
That's strange.
So they had me out there doing 2 scenes, and I paid my rent, and I was like, this is it.
Mm.
I liked it. I didn't feel uncomfortable, like weirded out. No one offered me drugs or anything like that. So,
Right. How
you
was
know.
the first time around?
So the first one was with Tyler Nixon. It
Okay.
was great. The second one was with Isaiah Maxwell and Tyler Nixon. Isaiah Maxwell made me bleed
What?
because I'm used to boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because my type usually have like 6, 7, maybe 8 inches.
What, you like
the
white guys?
Like my type. Most of my exes are white.
Okay.
The exception is my child's father, who is Filipino and Mexican.
I guess I shouldn't be that surprised since you're talking about going on data remember shows and shit.
Yeah, so I liked white guys, but now that I moved to California, it's more of like the Latina, Persian, Asian. Did I say Latino?
So you're not saying black?
Well,
Not
like,
your type?
it's not that they're not my type. It's
This is a
just that
self-hate thing?
no, no. Maybe when I was in 8th grade, that was definitely a thing.
Really? You're
I
lashing
like,
out?
I like a certain type of black guy.
Okay.
I just like almost dated 2 high fashion models who were half black.
Really?
So,
Interesting.
but high fashion models, they're way worse than. I'm just gonna say that.
In terms of what being divas?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Whores.
Oh,
really?
whores.
We've
I
heard
can
some
see that.
stories, yeah.
Like high fashion models, I thought they'd be more like professional whores.
We know some high fashion guys who just love themselves some and
Yeah.
are just secretly just dibbling
Yeah.
dabbling
On the
with
low,
a
low.
million
Yeah.
girls, but they would probably never post anything with
I
one
want to
of them.
hear more about this bleeding, and are you traumatized, and are you not ever going to shoot with him again?
So I have a shoot with him tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Are you like nervous?
I mean, it's VR, and it's me and this girl named Ella, I think that's her name. I can't remember. And so we're doing a shoot with them, but it's VR, so we won't really see Isaiah, but it's huge. Okay, it's like it's not as big as Dread. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know he is. I've never actually. I know who Isaiah is, but I've never actually like seen. I can't remember what his looks like right now, so I have
Yeah.
no idea what you're talking about.
But there's a black guy named Dread whose is
No,
like
yeah.
14 inches. Like it's, and people are like, when are you gonna do Dread? And I'm like, do you want me to die?
Yeah.
I was like, you'd have to pay me a lot because I'd be out of commission for like a week.
You
You
need to like
really
work
feel
your way
like
up to it.
Yeah. So, but Isaiah was like, he's such a sweet person, but it's hard to do rough scenes, but he's really soft. He can make it look rough while being soft and like sensual. Like he can fake the like, cause he knows his can't fit all the way in there.
Right.
So he knows that girls are sensitive
Yeah.
to his huge
What size is your ideal in your
8 or
private
9.
life? 8 or 9?
Mhm.
Okay.
But to me,
That's
if
still
it's
considered
less
big.
than that, it's girth.
You like a wide one?
Girthier, yeah. That's to me because that's to me like a long. I mean, the cervix is like between 6 and 7 inches, so you really
Yeah.
can't go past that. So once you got like a 9, 10 inch, there's
Yeah.
what do you do
Even
with
that,
it?
I mean, most girls, I think if you had like a real solid 10-inch, probably not going to be able to bottom out.
Yeah, definitely not unless
my
it goes
insides are
through
like-
your cervix, which
Yeah.
you know, once you've had a baby, you know, you can go through the cervix, but it's not comfy.
A few
It's-
times in my life, I've had girls that when I would them, I would hit that wall, and I would
Mhm.
have to then like monitor to make sure I didn't go in the whole way,
Yeah,
which totally it up. The whole point of having is to bury your
yeah.
straight cemetery status. You know, that's just where I'm at. I feel like the whole point is my pubes touching your pubes.
Pube my like insides are just clenching as we have this conversation because I'm feeling for you.
Yeah, like
But it didn't scare you away. I mean, now you're here. That was like your second scene, and you bled, and you had seems like a semi-traumatizing experience. But
that wasn't trauma. He made me feel, like he coddled me. Like he did his little aftercare. Like, are you okay? Like, are you good? You know. So he's a great performer, but his is terrifying.
Really? So do you feel like you've been able to actually explore your sexuality a lot more through?
Yes. So I used to consider myself bisexual.
Okay.
Like, oh, I could date a girl, I could date a guy. And then I got into and then I realized I'm more like there's a term for it called heteroflexible, which means like I will date a guy, but I will not date a girl, but I will a girl.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably like most girls and
yeah.
really a huge percentage of women in general these days.
Yeah.
You know?
Because when I started like doing with girls, I was like, I couldn't do this like every day, like dating a girl and like us having sex every day like me and a guy would. I was like, I couldn't do this.
Right.
So I boiled it down to like I could a girl, but could I date one? No.
Really?
Definitely not.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
interesting. You just got. Do you feel like you've just experienced a different level of quality of through this that kind of makes you look at all the other you got in your life before this, and you're like, that shit sucked.
No, I mean honestly, I've to be completely honest, I've had like 3 guys in the industry that I've worked with that I'm like, can you please come over after? And they're all taken. They all have girlfriends. Like they're married, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right.
But I've probably had better in real life.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's different. Like when you're on camera versus when you're naturally, it's different because you have to stop. You know, you have to stop, do stills, stop, do stills. You have to get the guy has to refluff, or you have to fluff him. It's just, it's more, it's work.
Yeah.
But there have been a few guys that are like,
didn't make it feel like work.
Yeah.
That's one thing we like about this is that it very much feels a lot closer to just having.
Yeah.
You don't do a lot of like weird staging and like, oh,
Yeah.
let's do this
like,
angle. Let's do
minus
this position.
opening up to the camera. It's like we're having the way we want to have. We're not going to be like, hey, you're doing or
oh my god, that's
for like
every is worse.
You know, like you're not gonna do that for 7 minutes straight. It's like we're gonna do it how we would want to each other. So
Yeah.
That's what's nice.
I feel like the ones that seem like the best ones to me are the ones where we're actually having a really good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're having less with civilians now that you're in the game?
Yeah.
Really, you kind of fell back.
Honestly, it's like, it hasn't ruined my life, but it has made me very particular of who I have with.
Really?
So I tend to gravitate more towards like the TikTok stars, the Instagram influencers, people like that, people with more like high quality. They still got to be tested though. I still want to see a test. I still want to make sure you're clean. But like, I'm not going to go to the club and just pick up some random guy. No.
Right.
Not going to happen.
It just seems kind of, once you get used to doing with all these people who are tested, a random person who you know has not been tested in 6 months just all of a sudden seems like a suicide
It feels
mission.
so risky, even though we were just saying how like you've never had anything and I never had anything until I got into but that's it's just normal.
A lot of people just live in this blissful cloud of not ever getting an STD, and they
don't get tested, so they can be going on with STDs for so long and not even
while their body's being ravaged by chlamydia.
Not even realizing it.
Yeah.
What is up with your?
What do you mean? Huh?
Like, do you use it, or do things go in and out of it?
So I've been suggested to start doing
right
by a lot of
started,
people
so
and producers, but I think one of my exes like ruined it for me. I'm gonna do it eventually. I want to because I know that I would flourish.
But
He hurt your.
You're not into it.
What did you do?
He had an 8-inch thick. He was Italian and Greek. They're already
8-inch thick. No, 8 inches and thick.
Okay. And he just
didn't even prep.
Like he went in slow and then he took it all the way out and then put it back in, and I was like, no.
Wow.
Like I didn't even prepare for it. Like I didn't know what a enema was back then.
A single insertion.
A single insertion and then took it out. I'm like, you could have kept it back in and like kept going slow. I could have like relaxed or whatever, but like no.
It got messy.
No, after he did the first time, like there was nothing. I was clean.
Okay.
I was just like, don't.
It just hurt too much.
Yeah.
Right.
But I bought like an training kit and I'm like trying to use it. I'm just scared. Okay.
If you can get past that 20 seconds of pain, I promise you that all of a sudden all of the skin on your body will start to tingle and you will feel like you just took a Molly. That's what happens to me. That's what happens.
She's
to
a
me.
queen.
No, but I'm not. Like every single time I'm like, okay, prepare. And then once I like accept that it's gonna happen and he's prepped me well enough, even when you prep me, the first 20 seconds is like pretty uncomfortable. But when I can just let those moments pass and meditate through it, then I'm like, I feel like we just took drugs and we're back in high school and we're just having like this really great time.
Is it too late for me to mention that the Lena the Plug scene, first one in 2 years, just dropping? So they should slide on over to the Lena the Plug.
I don't know. I just like I feel like I get this story from so many girls and I feel it because like it does hurt, but I feel like it's so much easier for me to them or get constantly close to when I'm doing.
That's what I've heard. So that's why like I want to do it and I want to do it with like the right person. Or the
and do spoon.
Just to see.
Do spoon. Don't do like don't be in because I just feel like first of all when you're skin to skin like that, like you're more likely to be like soft and more open and more comfortable and it's a less intimidating position.
When you're first doing it, you want your body to be as limp as possible, really. And even just being in you're using your legs to like stay in that position, so I feel like you're kind of inherently more stiff.
Yeah, so just do spoon and like be with someone you're really comfortable with, maybe one of these 3 dudes that'll let you shoot.
They're all taken. Okay.
We'll shoot with them.
They're taken to the extent that they can't
one of
go
them
your
will
house.
Not do he'll only do the MILFs because his girlfriend won't let him.
I thought we already established that you are a MILF.
Yeah, no, MILF.
Like real MILFs?
Like
yeah,
35
So
and
when
up.
you're getting booked by your agent, like what category are you typically getting booked
Honestly,
in?
because I look so young, like I say I'm 26 and like I've heard from a lot of people in LA, they're like, you look like you like just turned 21.
See, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you don't look like you're 26.
When they said the MILF thing, I'm like, you could easily, like if you had told me you're 22, I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I get cast for like a lot of like stepsister, daughter,
right.
Stuff
That's
like
what's
that.
so crazy about you could be the
wife.
stepsister and the
Yeah.
MILF.
The day that I do like a stepmom, I'm sorry, I can't see myself as a stepmom.
It'd be really hard to get into character, right? Like,
and I don't even look like I would.
In 5 years, maybe you'll start to be able to picture it. You know.
Can we not? I want to look like I want to look like this until I'm 40, please.
You have no pores and no wrinkles. You're perfect. Don't worry.
I could tell you're going to be an queen a year or two from now.
I plan to be.
I'm getting the vibe.
I plan
just
to
get
be.
the vibe. I know you're gonna love
now?
it. Yeah.
Remember when Spiegler told you he always knows when a girl's gonna do it?
Yeah.
How does he know?
He just knows in
Just
his
the way
head.
they
He
talk
said it
about
on
it.
his interviews. Like, I just know when a girl's gonna do it or not. And now Adam thinks he's Spiegler, and he's like, I know you're gonna do it.
She's gonna be hitting us up like, hey, plug talk round 2.
It's because you
Let's
want
do
to
it.
see her do it. You're like gonna be looking.
I want every girl to do it if they would like to.
If they would like to.
If they'd like to.
Consensual.
Nice caveat right there.
Okay. So, what would you say are the things that you really like? Like, what do you really enjoy and get off on?
It's actually really hard to get me off.
Mm.
Actually, mostly because of the birth control I'm on, which sucks.
Really?
Okay.
Cannot
Well, I'm gonna
stand
try my
birth
best.
control.
I'm gonna try not to. You. Actually, I guess I could.
Birth control.
I am a very one of my favorite positions is called. I don't know if you know what that is. So like it's
Sounds like my
doggy,
kind of
but like
position.
literally pretty much you're like flat like on your stomach and
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I love that. That's
we
like
do
one
that
of
all
yes,
the time.
it
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my god.
I didn't know it was called.
Mash
That
their
is the
face into the
best.
bed.
The other favorite is like but like every guy has a different their way their bone hits your and that's my best way to
Okay.
but it depends on the guy's bone if it's there or not.
You like
If it
ever
can
check it out?
hit-
Like, hey, can I see your?
No, you just have to do it.
I
You
feel like
literally
we
just do it.
started early in our relationship so much, and nowadays I really like because you can look at them better, you
Yeah.
can kiss them, you can touch the. You can
But
touch
I'm short that half the time I end up right here and I'm just getting suffocated by your
suck
chest.
my nipples and
No, you're just like suffocating. I'm like, I can't breathe.
just got this web of hair in your face. Yeah. Wow.
But
Oh,
I've never
doggy,
told you that before, but I'm telling you now.
I'm gonna try.
he's a
conscious
good
of
one.
that.
Definitely a good one. But like I have a really good arch if you're like under like 9 inches. Because I recently just one of these high fashion models and I did but I didn't realize his was 10 inches and I immediately ran from it. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know that.
So you
move.
can only hit this arch if the is of a certain
Normal.
stature.
Like
Oh.
8 inches.
But when you hit that and the is too big, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's
Wow.
the stomach and the cervix and
Yeah, no, I know the feeling she's talking about. It's really not nice. It feels like
Yeah.
someone put a knife inside of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like
And I don't like being a runner, but sometimes I'm sorry. If
So
you're very long.
that we'll learn a lot about the size of my by if she
I'm
loses
like,
her arch
she
or
keeps
not.
talking about inch size, and I'm like, there's a measuring tape in the kitchen. I want to go get it.
Oh,
You
God.
want to know what I'm
I
knocking
want
with?
you to get fully and I'm gonna pull it out in the middle of the scene.
Do you
and
not
we're
know like
gonna-
this, like how long your is?
I have no idea how long it is.
Really?
Never thought about measuring
Huh.
it ever. I just knew it was like perfect.
I feel. Oh, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
feel like it's like 8.5 or something. Like I don't know. I definitely measured it when I was younger. But also one thing I will say is that if me and you are having like the hottest experience of my life, and I'm like going back and forth over and over, I swear to God it'll get an inch bigger than
That's
like a
the thing.
normal. Like if I'm really turned on, that shit
Yeah.
looks fucking crazy sometimes to the point where I'll be looking at it like, what the fuck got into me? Like this is way
Yeah,
bigger
my
than normal.
favorite is when your is so hard that you're about to but then I want it to stay like that, and
That
I
is
don't
the
want
best.
you to.
That's the
I'm like,
best.
yeah, keep going, and then I'm like, oh, it's over now. My favorite part.
That is, it's always the end because it gets, you can feel it getting bigger.
Like,
and you're like,
all the
oh my
blood
God,
is
this is
rushing
amazing.
to
Why
it.
couldn't it feel like this?
Do you have
the
a
whole-
right now?
It's starting a little bit. Yeah.
Like we're talking about your so much, you might as well have one.
Wow. Okay.
You ready? I'm ready. I feel
I'm
like this is
ready.
a good place.
Yeah.